Well, welcome to the Aviation Business Podcast. And as we're recording this, we are just coming up in a few weeks on our third anniversary of the Aviation Business Podcast. It's quite frankly hard to believe that I've been able to pull off one episode a week for the past 3 years. And as we do it, coming up on that milestone, that anniversary, we thought about, what could we do special to kind of memorize that and to still provide really good content to you, our loyal listeners. So what we decided to do this month is to revisit some of the past episodes that were good. Some of these were early, so they were as I was just figuring out the podcast game, but they had some good messages and some concepts that we've actually revisited a number of times throughout our 3 years on the Aviation Business Podcast. So today we're going back to one of our most popular episodes, and fortunately, it's pretty short, but it's a very powerful concept, and that's the powerful concept, the key foundation of having a growth mindset. So let's head back to episode 4 of the Aviation Business Podcast, where we talk about mindset.
Major League Baseball great Roger Clemens once said, "I think anything is possible if you have the mindset and the will and desire to do it and put the time in." Carol Dweck, author of the book Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, would agree. Dweck, a researcher at Stanford University, found a measurable difference in the success of people with a growth mindset as opposed to people with a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is one where people believe that their abilities, intelligence, and assets are fixed and that no effort to improve is needed or would yield a positive benefit. There are a lot of fears and self-sabotage that accompany a fixed mindset. In a growth mindset, people believe that the more they learn, grow, and even fail, the better they become. That intelligence, abilities, and assets can be developed to a higher level. Their current status is just a starting point or waypoint on a consistent journey skyward. Most successful people possess a growth mindset. Author Stephen Pressfield said, "Turning pro is a mindset. If we are struggling with fear, self-sabotage, procrastination, self-doubt, etc., the problem is we're thinking like amateurs. Amateurs don't show up. Amateurs crap out. Amateurs let adversity defeat them. The pro thinks differently. He shows up and does his work. He keeps on trucking no matter what." Just like an aircraft, you and your company need the right attitude to get to a higher altitude. Take your growth mindset and begin your flight path to success.
So take your business to a higher altitude by being a person with a growth mindset. Well, here's your aviation fun fact for the day, and we're going back to April 25th of 1986, where we had the first flight of the air tractor AT-501. And according to Wikipedia, the air tractor AT-500 is a family of agricultural aircraft that first flew in the United States on April 25th, 1986, manufactured by Air Tractor Inc. of Olney, Texas. Monoplane, low-wing, tail dragger configuration. The aircraft carry a chemical hopper between the engine firewall and the cockpit. Compared with the predecessor, the AT-500 family mostly feature a wingspan increased to 50 feet and additional fuselage stretch of 22 inches, allowing for a larger chemical hopper of around 500 gallons. Almost all variants offered a widened buddy seat or tandem seat for a passenger, observer, or loader. Trainer aircraft with full dual controls have also been offered, and the AT-500 series has gone on to sell quite a few aircraft and are helping to feed our world today, all throughout the world. So thank you, Air Tractor, for the AT-500 and the 502 and the 502 variants that are so popularly being sold today. So that's your aviation fun fact for today. Until next time, keep your wheels up and your attitude high.
Thanks for listening to the Aviation Business Podcast. If you found this episode of value, please share with someone who could benefit from its content. You can stay up to date by subscribing in iTunes or your podcast player of choice. This episode is brought to you by Aris Insurance Solutions, your flight plan for navigating the turbulence in aviation insurance. To find out more, go to arisinsurance.com. That's AERIS insurance.com.